Welcome inside. We're here in Cincinnati, 4 games down, 1 game to go. Trilogy playing for their Big 3 lives against Tri-State, who's playing to position themselves for the playoffs. Take a look at the standings. Big win today, but Tri-State sitting at 4-2. That's really want to be in that top 4, especially in 2 weeks. And Trilogy 2-4. And if they lose this game, they'll be going home. No San Antonio next week. Brian Scalabrine alongside Lisa Leslie, the Hall of Famer. And I mean, Trilogy's been playing some of the best basketball of the year for them, and they keep finding ways to win. How do you like this matchup?
This is going to be a great matchup because Isaiah Briscoe is such a physical player. You know he can put. Is he leading? I think he's leading the Big 3 right now in scoring this week, right? Did you see that? Like, he's been putting buckets. Like, he's really been doing a great job. And him, Jason Richardson was not here last week. Tri-State still came up with the win against our team. And I think this is going to be a nice matchup. But you know who's been kind of MIA? Earl Clark.
Well, the last game he was fine, but I do agree.
The
this
season sort of like, right?
And we say that with all due respect because Earl Clark is a big-time baller. But the matchup right now is Kevin Murphy and Isaiah Briscoe, and they both have been dominating.
Yes, we got a chance to see Kevin Murphy last week, and his 4-point shooting, 3-point shooting was on fire. He started off a little slow, missed a few layups, a little chippy, and then from there on, it was all downhill. He does a nice job, but again, I talked about Isaiah Briscoe, his ability to put the ball in the basket, such a physical guard, loves contact, his ability to get to the basket, left, right, up and under, step through, he can do it all.
There's Steven Jackson, the coach of Trilogy. They got to find a way to just keep winning games and staying alive. Here are the rosters. Talking about Earl Clark. You know, I agree. I think he's one of the best players in the Big 3 and just been inconsistent this year. Dan Briscoe's picked it up lately. Caddy Lane, James White, Roscoe Smith, and then Murphy, Richardson, Amir Johnson, Henry Sims. And there's Dr. J, the coach.
J, my favorite.
Let's send it over to Nancy Lieberman with Isaiah Briscoe.
Isaiah, it seems like in the biggest moments, you just take over the game. What is it with you? I know you're a champion, but what is it that puts you in that position?
I definitely think it's a champion's mentality, you know, just winning back-to-back championships here. And also, it's my team, you know, it's my coach stack, and my team just give me the ultimate confidence, and they know, like, whenever we need a basket, they give me the ball and just let me work, you know, rather if I score or get somebody else an easy basket. But, yeah, collectively, I just think it comes from my teammates and my coach.
Can you come back and run the table like the enemies did a year ago?
Absolutely. Why not?
I don't know. You're the leader of the team.
I'm telling you, absolutely. So, I mean, take it 1 game at a time. We got a tough game today at Tri-State, but we see what happens.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They got to find a way to win. I mean, the way they started the season, he was shocked. Really the 3-headed monster game where they were up by 10 and all they had to do was close it out, and Jeff Teague just kind of chipped away. That one really hurt them, but since that moment, and by the way, Isaiah Briscoe had 38 that game. Since that moment, Trilogy has been on a roll, and we'll see what they can do today, but they got to find a way to win against a very, very good Tri-State team.
And Amir Johnson played so well last week. It's going to be important for him to play big today. Like inside, he did a nice job of faking some handoffs, driving to the basket. Being very active as a big is going to be important for him because they really don't have a big that can match his size.
You're right about Amir Johnson, great last week. Here are the rules to the Big 3. First team to 50, halftime's 25, so there's no game clock. Shot clock's at 14. Free throws where you get fouled, you'll shoot it. 4-point shot, and the best rule, Big 3, bring the fire. Don't like the call, play one-on-one for it. And that will determine the foul or you get the points. All right, what are you expecting here early from Trilogy?
I think Trilogy is really going to have to do a nice job of getting downhill, staying physical, but really trying to get to the basket and attack. Tri-State does a nice job defensively, but they're going to have to really try and hold off Trilogy so that they don't start getting downhill, getting them into foul trouble. But Isaiah Briscoe, he's a handful, and so is Kevin Murphy. Like both of those, whoever can get hot early, both are really a problem. And it might be one of those games, Gal, where your main guy, Kevin Murphy, Isaiah Briscoe, sort of their points cross each other out, and maybe it's the others that are really going to have to step up and be the X factors.
Like Jason Richardson, saw him there last week. He was dealing with a knee issue maybe a couple weeks ago. Should be healthy by now. And the X factor, I can't imagine Trilogy losing if Earl Clark plays well. I just can't. Like, he's just so good defensively, and he knocks down shots. But if he makes shots, Trilogy has a really good chance of winning and staying alive. That's how good Earl Clark has been in the Big Three. There's Richardson going right at Murphy. Briscoe's guarding him. Forcing Murphy to his right hand. Fades. Oh, that's an air ball. And a put back.
It's so funny because Kevin Murphy's staring down the officials wanting a foul on that, but they have got to let them play. He's going to have to be much more accurate getting downhill against Briscoe.
Kevin Murphy with the crossover, gets that left hand. Pump fakes, fades. Another air ball. The lane gets back into it. 2 air balls, 4 points for Trilogy. Jason Richardson, ooh, pulls up from 4. No good. Clark with the rebound.
And we know that Jason Richardson can make that shot, but this is really early in the game for a 4-point attempt.
Murphy clears it. Inside. Sims. Good footwork. Goes to the other side.
Come on, big man. Now, both of us played a lot of posts, even though we both also shot 3-pointers, but that was nice footwork right there.
That was great footwork.
Come on.
Really soft on his feet. Briscoe's first possession. Loves this side of the floor. Lane for 3. That was locked in.
That's nice. Lane. I like his name. Is that how you pronounce it?
Caddy Lane.
Lane. That was nice. Nice 3-pointer.
He's got all 7 of Trilogy's points. Richardson going with the back down. Really good defense by Briscoe. He's got 2 on the clock. This ball's got to go up. That is very good defense by Isaiah Briscoe.
Excellent defense. And then, you know, with Jason Richardson having a little bit of the, you know, the knee brace on, not as fast, his lift not as good as it usually is, it's going to be important for him to pick and choose what types of shots he wants to take.
Briscoe on the back down. It's so patient in the paint. The lane moves it. Briscoe up against the clock. And a foul. He is pure entertainment to watch.
And it's tough because Kevin Murphy didn't see that the shot clock is about to expire, so he goes right here, and just that slap down saves him because the possession would have changed and it would have been their ball.
Oh, they got him on a shooting. Oh, I thought that was definitely on the floor. Briscoe's going to the line. 1 shot for 2 points and it's off.
That's one of those ball don't lie kind of shots because it was definitely on the floor.
Murphy inside. Sims with the catch. See that fancy footwork again. Good defense by Lane. Got to travel. Very good job rotating by Trilogy.
I don't know if that was a travel, but maybe the official said he dragged his foot. But I like the footwork. Let's see. That part. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, that's travel. Okay. Good job, Ian. Shout out to Ian, our official out there, getting the calls right.
Clark inside, Lane, other side for 3, no good. Yeah, Richardson's so good. Oh, great block by Earl Clark.
Again, that's Richardson again. Normally shots off quickly with the knee brace, a little bit, you know, the lift not as high. Earl Clark, 6'10", able to come out. And remember, Earl Clark has won Defensive Player of the Year before, so his defense is solid, super solid.
Dr. J wants to call a timeout, discuss it. It's a little slow start for Tri-State. All right, so getting close to the end, and let's go a little bit of Coach's Corner and the MVP. You have, so this is Lisa versus Nancy. You have Beasley and Brewer.
I have Beasley and Brewer. I think it's coming down to the wire. It's not time to quite vote yet, but those are my 2 top picks, yes.
Nancy has Corey Brewer.
Okay.
You voted yourself for Coach of the Year.
Well, I voted myself and Michael Cooper. Listen, I've been able to help our gentlemen figure out how to win without Joe Johnson on several occasions now, and that's not easy to do. So we're still in the hunt. So I picked myself, but Coach Cooper's done a great job. I think watching what he's been able to do, coming from almost like not having that many wins, and then this season really being up top. They lost a tough one today, but Coop's done a great job.
Nancy, are you there?
I am here.
All right, talk to me about Brewer, and you go with Swaggy P for Coach of the Year.
Well, I have, first of all, I have Cooper, if you could put my list up here again, I had Corey Brewer for my MVP. I love what he's been able to do. Now, Nick Young, Coach of the Year, even though they had a tough loss today, I think he's done an amazing job. Nazir Kaur came out of the combine, and then Corey Brewer, I mean, he leads the league in steals. He's getting almost 1.5 blocks a game. He's been very important in what they've been able to do this season.
And I want to hear your Rookie of the Year. You have Body Bag and Nasir Kaur.
I like Body Bag a lot. Sometimes you have to also look at just like the record, you know what I mean? Like how well the teams are doing as well. Brewer's been great defensively. I mean, I could see him, but you know, Reggie Evans is a problem for everyone. And he leads the league also in rebounding.
Darius Baisley out there shooting the 4 shot. Pretty well with it.
See, Pargo's still out there shooting, which is unbelievable. We love how he plays, but he's just practicing 4-point shots. I love this guy.
So we had a Darius Baisley, Jeremy Pargo 4-point shootout during that sort of break. Darius Baisley.
I think Jeremy won it, but he had 4. I saw him put up the finger 4. Good job, Jeremy. I'm always running for my plays. Let's go.
And that's why I have you as Coach of the Year.
Thank you.
Here's Kevin Murphy. On with it. Oh, good save by Sims. That ball did not get cleared. You got to clear that. Oh, that is an interesting one. They never cleared the ball.
He didn't clear, but I'm not sure why the officials are confused on that.
They're going to review it. The question would just be, when you save it, does that count as a turnover or possession? So the ball gets hit, your offensive rebounding, and you save it. If that's a turnover, can you go right up? So you take a look.
Oh, let's see. Okay. Tri-State shot it. He saved it off of his foot. So they have to clear it. No, they have to clear it.
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
that's not possession.
No clear violation?
Oh, basket's good. All right.
Well, the official said, they said what they said.
I guess that would be considered, that Sims play would be considered a turnover. Sims in the post. Murphy hasn't got it going yet. Pulls that thing to the left. Jason Richardson, no good. And Tri-State really struggling to score here.
Yeah, good offensive rebound. Here's Clark. Can he get in his bag early? Yes.
And that's a big, big bonus for Trilogy.
It's like, Lisa, since you've been over there talking about me, let me just show you what I can do.
Air ball. Finished up by Isaiah Briscoe.
This is definitely not the Tri-State team that we faced last week at all. I wish they would have shot 5 or 6 air balls like this.
Isaiah Briscoe, that's taking advantage of those turnovers.
I think Dr. James needs a timeout, a sub, something, because right now these 3 players, they're out of sync. And Trilogy doing a nice job of taking advantage of them.
Sims on the drive, in and out. Man, nothing's going right for Tri-State, except for that right there, scoring off of the turnover. Briscoe. Gets to his left, goes up. This is it. Murphy looking inside, he drives. Sims pulls out to 17. Oh, good block.
Nice defense. The pressure was there.
That's a foul for sure.
Definitely a foul. But here's the place where maybe Dr. J should bring the fire. I mean, they're down 15-4.
Yeah, so three-headed monsters, ball hogs, both really rooting for Trilogy to lose. Because if they win, it goes to a point differential or a head-to-head. And so there's a lot of variables here. But if Trilogy wins, they become into a three-way tie with ball hogs and three-headed monsters. Even though I think three-headed monsters beat both those teams head-to-head. So I think they would get the nod. And then I think the differential would be, the point differential will matter as far as for the ball hogs. Kevin Murphy knocks down the three.
Well, right now it's going to be important for Kevin Murphy to get that shot going. He may need to shoot a few four-pointers as well, but Tri-State really struggling right now.
Briscoe inside, and that's what he does. And just Tri-State just doesn't have great energy.
Yeah, they seem like they're a little bit more complacent, and maybe because they don't feel like they're in a must-win situation. Sometimes players are not really familiar as the breakdown happens, the point differentiation, all those things really come into play. Whereas Trilogy is very much aware. They are in a must-win situation, and they're playing with the right energy and really doing a nice job defensively to keep Tri-State at bay.
But it doesn't end next week. Like, even if you make it next week, you still got to be in the top 4 to go to the playoffs. So it just puts a lot more pressure on you next week. So you got to figure out ways to stack wins. Here's Murphy going left. Gets that rebound back. Oh, just something's wrong with Tri-State right now. They just can't make the easy ones. Briscoe, step back, jumper, no good. Rebound Amir Johnson, clears it. Oh, big contact.
Well, when you look at it, Kevin Murphy last week, and he averages 20 points, for the season. But today, 3 points, and that's going to be tough for Tri-State. He is definitely their scorer, and he's going to have to look to be more aggressive offensively.
And just like that, it only takes one. You know, he was like, I think 2 for 16 at one point last week, and still figure out a way to have 18 points. He just stays with it.
Scal, don't remind me, I was there.
I mean,
I remember.
Briscoe's so tough going to the basket.
He really is unstoppable. It's going to be important for the defense to find a way to help once he starts to get downhill.
Amir Johnson inside. We got a foul. Trilogy just 3 points away from the half. Tri-State's got to get it going. They're down 22-10.
And Kevin Murphy, who just shot that ball from 4, it was an air ball. Very lucky Johnson even came up with that rebound. Otherwise, that could have been a simple putback for Trilogy again.
Murphy staying aggressive here. Briscoe clears it, taking his time. Loves this right side of the floor. Oh, crossover, step back, waits for it. He is on a different one right now.
Yeah, that's what you call being in your bag, folks. He's just playing with them right now. His ability to dribble the ball, get downhill, and shoot. All 3, triple threat.
Murphy attacking, aggressive. He'll get to no shot. Yeah, Briscoe has 11 points.
And I also think with, well, first let's look at Murphy getting downhill. He really feels like that was a foul, a shooting foul. Yeah, but instead they decided to bring the fire, so either way.
All right, bring the fire. One-on-one, you don't like to call it. This is your defensive player of the year versus a former MVP. It actually doesn't get any better than this in a one-on-one game.
And really not necessary for them when you look at the score. But this is about heart, effort, sending a message, Stack over there celebrating, because he didn't have to bring the fire. It's 24-10. You could just say, hey, it was a foul, fine, he take it out. But no, we want you to see that we want the smoke.
Yeah.
Every single play. Nice job.
And a lot of times, to bring the fire could, like, ignite Earl Clark.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, guys get real pumped up about it. It could change the outcome of a game. Here's Briscoe inside against Kevin Murphy. He's so good at drawing those fouls. And that'll be the 4th foul, so it'll be side out. Trilogy, next bucket sends this game to the half.
So now they decided to switch. Nixon decides to take Isaiah.
Ooh, that's a turnover.
And that might be a good call, like switch the defense. Sometimes you keep allowing a player who's getting hot to see the same defender. Switch it up. Nixon taking Isaiah, a taller defender. Strong enough maybe to be able to guard him and fast enough still.
Amir Johnson inside. Been doing that hook for about 20 years.
20 years, nice job. And again, have you ever, we've seen these games, 24-12, looks like the game's over, Tri-State's out, but that's the beauty of the Big Three. There's always an opportunity to get back in the game.
Roscoe Smith gets it back, Earl Clark. Good battle. They got a loose ball foul on Kevin Murphy. No, they called it on. That was interesting. So that's going to be on Trilogy.
Well, they're lucky it's on Trilogy because Murphy has to have, that would have been his 3rd foul. He would have had to sit for the rest of this half.
Nixon inside. No good. The Trilogy ball on the baseline. Trilogy still 1 bucket away. Roscoe Smith up top, gets hit. And Amir Johnson, another big defensive play.
That was great because Amir Johnson did a nice job holding it. He just ran into a wall. Roscoe Smith really could have pulled up, but instead he closed the gap and really ran right into Amir Johnson.
It's Isaiah Briscoe taking his time. Spins, goes up. Oh, he missed it. They're going to say bring the fire. Now, let me ask you
Well, this is definitely the time to use it when you look at Dr. J. When you look at Tri-State, bring the fire right now is important because you're down already. Doesn't matter. I think a great time. Dixon already doing a nice job on Briscoe.
All right, one-on-ones, determine this call. You just said, you're going to get me, I'm just going to take it, knock it down, and send it to the half.
Well, that's the problem when you have a person like Briscoe because he's a triple threat. He can shoot the 3, he can drive, he can get downhill. But when you look at him here, I think Dixon really just playing him for the drive alone and giving him the shot. No hand up, hand down, man down.
And he walks off right to half. Let's see it. Let's send it down to Nancy.
You know, one of the cool things about having new players in the league, Kenny, you've done such a great job. 11 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. My first question to you is, are you enjoying the Big Three?
Oh, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's been great. The Big Threes are fantastic, especially during summertime basketball. Come here, talk to the other pros that's around playing during the season and the coaches that's here. Network, so it's really good. A great network environment, and then you get to play basketball during summertime. It's fun.
So you got 2 great players in Briscoe and Clark, and you're the guy who took control of the game early on. Tell me about that, and what were you feeling?
I mean, when you're playing with guys like Briscoe and Earl, like these guys can fill it up. So you just got to figure out where you fit in and do your job. So I find out my sweet spots, and scratch board, we play defense. That's what I'm doing. And then offensive end, if I get the ball wide open, I'm shooting it. But I know Briscoe and Earl, that's what they're here for, to carry the load. They won 3 championships already, 2 doing it. So I'm just here to get it where I fit in, pretty much.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you, Nancy. And, well, so far it's been all Trilogy. Tri-State, they want to position themselves for the playoffs. They got to figure out a way to get going. But Trilogy's been so tough the last couple of weeks. Let's see if they continue that in the second half.
Next Sunday, it all comes down to this. It's the final week of the regular season as teams battle it out for a playoff position. Who's in, it can't be stopped. And who's out. Only 4 can make it to the playoffs in Nashville. And we're coming in hot to the Alamo City to settle the score. Oh, what a way to end it. It's a Big 3 triple header, live at 3 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, right here on CBS.
The Big 3 is back, coming in hot all summer long.
That's as good as it gets.
San Antonio, Nashville, and Boston. This is Fireball 3. It's a hard-nosed, trash-talking brand of basketball where they still bang down low and they still play tough D. Hall of Fame coaches and NBA superstars. And we're coming in hot to a city near you. So grab your friends, grab your family, and get your seats now at big3.com/tickets.
Welcome back. Dunk shows, and Trilogy's dominant so far in this game in the first half. A little earlier, Mike Taylor, he woke up in the second half, and he's getting loose now in the hot mic room.
This was huge. First half of the season don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Now we had a new slate. Once the new trades came in, we 2-0 now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's win or go home. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we right here in the mix of things. We think we know. You know what I'm saying? We know we a contender. Yay, yay! When I say ghost, y'all say ballers. Ghost!
Ballers!
Ghost!
Ballers!
Yay, yay! That's it.
And I got one son, and he drives my wife crazy. Can you imagine 5?
Oh, man. He's like the Pied Piper, but Mike Taylor is such a good guy. He loves kids, and I just love the fact that he's talking about they're a contender. Like, they've made changes, and he's ready to go, and he feels like their team can beat anybody. But you have to have that type of confidence, because I feel the exact same way about the triplets, so let's go.
Yeah, a lot of good teams in the Big 3. Speaking of good teams, Trilogy, they're still rolling. A lot of people, when they were 0-4, people weren't counting on Trilogy. They're figuring out ways.
And they're definitely finding a way. But you know what's nice? I talked about it. You have Briscoe, but think about the others. And Lelane coming through. New to the Big 3, but here he is stepping up. And those 11 points, huge. He comes in, catches, look, air ball, look back, no problem. There he is at the top, hits a Big 3, and that's huge. You need for him to knock down those shots to continue to create that space away from Tri-State. But Briscoe, listen, that's their guy. They're always going to hang their hat on him. His ability to get downhill, the step back, the jumper, all of those things. You know, the handles, he's so strong. He puts so much pressure on the defense every single play.
All right, here we go. I mean, right now, it's been all Trilogy, but this is a dangerous team. They're going small. Nixon, Richardson, and Kevin Murphy against sort of the power-bruising Trilogy ball club. Throw Clark, he's taking a nice jump shot.
Yeah, Clark again, one of those very consistent players and shooters that they haven't run a lot of plays for, but able to fill it up as well.
Murphy. Aggressive, pulls up. No good. Briscoe inside, lays it in. Just not enough size.
And at this point, I think you're going to have to start to rotate. When you see Briscoe on his way, you know how sometimes you got to just rotate. Somebody else takes him before he gets to the basket. And then have that other guard sort of drop down. But right now, nobody has an answer for Isaiah Briscoe.
Murphy comes up short, gets the ball back. He's really trying to get it going here. Pulls up on Clark. That's an air ball, and Isaiah Briscoe will go to the line.
And I think Murphy, really struggling with his shot, but also it's because Clark is so long. Like, to have that contest is a little bit different than last week when you have, you know, Gennaro Pargo or Jeremy Pargo, you know, contesting your shot. And now you see that a big 6'11", that's a much bigger player to try to shoot over.
Yeah, and he can really move his feet. And he can guard any position out there on the big three. Richardson, back to Murph. Murph kicks it out, Knicks it for three. Oh, 3-4-point play opportunity.
Well, that was nice. And when he got fouled on the three, doesn't he get to shoot a three also? Shot goes out. Oh, he made it, so he gets one free throw, right?
Yep.
Let's see, is that a foul? Well,
A little bit of contact.
well, contact in the face, huh?
A little bit. That's his first field goal of the game. He knocks down the free throw. It's not over, but they got to sort of get stops on this end of the floor. Can't all be about offense for Tri-State.
Yeah, this is one of those unusual spots for Tri-State because they played really well, you know, just as a team all season long. And for them to be down by this much is really going to take a huge defensive effort.
The lane inside, just muscles all the way through.
Okay, Lane's making a name for himself.
Yes, he is.
He is making a name for himself, showing up big.
What do you think about Tri-State going small?
Well, I'm not sure because it's not benefiting them right now unless the smalls can hit shots. And so when you have Earl Clark out there with his ability to play defense, he really puts a lot of pressure on the smalls.
All right, Rachel, what's going on with the playoff scenario?
Oh, is that?
Yeah, Rachel, playoff scenario.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Scout. So I just got the breakdown. We are obviously seeing Trilogy play so well right now. And it is essentially because they win or they go home today. So Aliens is already kicked. They will not be joining us in week 8. But now if Trilogy wins today, then it goes to a 3-way tie for this like second to last position. And then it goes to the point differential. So as you see right here, Three-Headed Monsters are negative 53 because they had that monstrous, pun intended, loss last week. So they will be out if Trilogy wins this game right here.
Wait, can I just ask a question and maybe you can do some investigative reporting?
Sure.
So I thought that anytime you have a 3-way tie and a team, Three-Headed Monsters, beats the other two teams that are tied, the Ball Hogs and Trilogy, they automatically go.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the bottom 3 are Three-Headed Monsters, Ghost Ballers, and Trilogy, but Three-Headed Monsters have not played Ghost Ballers, so since they haven't all played each other, then we go to the point differential. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I'm gonna object. I'm gonna object and say.
That's fine. I'm getting these notes from the big boss, but you are.
Oh, you are the big boss?
Yeah. I mean, well, higher than me, okay? So I'm not making the final call here, but that's the information that has been relayed to me.
Three-Headed Monsters has not played the Ball Hogs, so
has not played the Ghost Ballers.
Yeah, Ghost Ballers, not Ball Hogs.
Yeah, okay.
Ball Hogs are in. They're in next week. It's Ghost Ballers, Trilogy, Three-Headed Monsters who will be in that second to last position.
So Three-Headed Monsters might be going. Last week, when they had half their team and guys hurt, it lost by 40. Oh, there's Kevin Murphy getting it going.
Kevin Murphy is really struggling, and that was a really good basket for him, but he's got to continue to find a way. And I'm not sure if he's just frustrated because he thinks they're hitting him on his wrist or what's happening, but he's not having the offensive
output that we're used to.
Absolutely. I'm like, it's tough watching him struggle, but it is what it is. Trilogy doing a nice job. Earl Clark really doing a good job defensively, and I don't know if we were putting enough, on that, but his ability to lock up, his lock-up defense, that's the problem.
Okay, Briscoe with the spin. That ball did not hit rim. They got Kevin Murphy with a travel. You know what? If there's not an explanation for why a guy is not playing well, it's just, a lot of times it's just the defense. Sometimes the guys, a guy could put just a little bit more pressure on you and not allow you to get comfortable. Here's Briscoe. Oh, here's a makeup call.
Well, my. Ian's got travel. Everybody's traveling. All right.
It's all good
even now.
It's all even.
All right. Maybe that was a makeup call. I'm not sure, but here we go.
Richardson for 3. They need that, and he sticks it.
Right.
Interesting.
That's what I want to see. You know what? I don't really care about who wins, but I don't like when it's a blowout. Unless, of course, I'm coaching. But other than that, everybody else, keep it close.
When you were making those 11 threes in a game to 50.
Bro, excited. The best game. It really is a great game when you're coaching and when you're blowing people out. But watching it, here we go again. These two guys going at it. Murphy just really having a tough day guarding Isaiah Briscoe, as everyone does.
Yeah, he's been on a tear the last 4 weeks. It all started when he had the 38 and lost that game, by the way. And then he's just been dominant ever since that moment. Briscoe 4. Oh, wow.
Wow. This free throw. All right. Well, they can live with that. Tri-State will have the ball out on the side. What do you call it when the ball gets like wedged like that? Isn't there
You're supposed to call it wedgie.
Oh, wedgie?
Yeah, you don't see that very often off a free throw. All right, here's Murph. Ooh, a little bit more physical. Oh, Lane with the defense. Just inside, but Murph gets it back and lays it in.
He gets it back. Murph's struggling though because the bigs are so much taller than last week, so he's not able to get his shot off easily. Nice job by both Clark and Lane defensively again.
Trilogy really physical on the perimeter. A good hustle by Briscoe. 7 on the clock. Clark passes. And it's going to be white ball. Oh, they're going to ask to review this. I think it's smart for him not to review. With only 2 seconds on the clock, you just got to live with this. Richardson, rebound, pulls up. Oh, good.
That was a good look at the basket. Here's Clark. Can he hit it? Really nice. He's so smooth. I really like how Earl Clark plays. Like he's really smooth. Does a nice job defensively first, but his offense is nice.
Nancy, what do you got to add for this in this game?
Tri-State's playing so much more inspired in the second half, and if Jay Rich could just get more in flow offensively, I really think would help this team. Unusual for him to only have 5 points.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when you're kind of used to him making 2 or 3 threes just from the corner. Like, that's a baseline for him. Dr. J wants to talk this over. It's a quick timeout. He wants to give these guys a break. Maybe he makes a sub one way or another. Tri-State got to make that run now.
Went down, and we got to ball up way too much. We look got it. So get a blow right here, bro, so we can finish.
Start with the ball. It's not on purpose. We can start with the ball.
We making mistakes because we tired.
How is it from 36 to 50? I mean, what kind of stuff do you do differently for your team or inspire them?
Well, I think at this point, again, I'm more of an X's and O's coach. I know a lot of the coaches don't really draw up plays for their guys. I'm not sure what they want or how they know exactly what they want listening to them in the timeout. But for me, I'm thinking, we're at 36, let's get a really good play. Let's get Clark coming off of maybe a double away screen or a single screen or the post going away to grab him. With him coming for an elbow shot would work. You could also put them in a pick and roll with he and Isaiah. So For me, I really like when our guys come out with a specific game plan and a play that can help us execute. Now, whether we make that shot or not, I don't know, but I like to put them in a position to really know exactly what we're looking for. And then defensively, obviously you want to get a stop. Double in, you see that they have the post, don't let the ball go where they want it to go.
Clark gets the catch, only got 7 on the clock. Briscoe took a look at it, so he should know. Step back for 3. Oh, that's a big shot.
That's huge. And you saw him check the clock. And the other thing is it's important for the defense to also check the clock on the floor so you know, based on the time left, what shot needs to be taken.
Briscoe has 20. Nixon knocks down another one. Right. It's all about defense here for Tri-State.
Well, Tri-State's got to put together some stops. If they can get some defensive stops and then find a way to score, they can get back in this game. But Isaiah just too tough down the stretch. And 1. And when you look at Isaiah, he likes to go left, his drive right here. But the defense has to come over and help. You have to force him to make another pass. He's probably not going to do it, but easier said than done. Isaiah Briscoe just on fire, 22 points now.
Make that 23 and he gets them up to, that should be at 42, 42-31. All right, here's Nixon. Murph trying to get it going, gets some contact, goes up, floater, in and out. And that type of night for Kevin Murphy. Gets it back in the corner, and he sticks that one.
That's probably one of the cleanest looks that he's had. I mean, without having a hand in his face, he was able to knock it down for 2.
Tri-State down 9. They got to get it going here on the defensive end. Dr. J electing to go small. It definitely worked offensively. I think the floor is more spread, but can they get stopped? Can they protect the rim? There's Earl Clark. That's for 3. Another one.
Huge. That was huge. And Jason Richardson just got kind of caught ball watching and forgot about Clark on the side.
Richardson drives. White ball, just loses the ball. Jason Richardson pleading for a foul.
Yeah, Tri-State's getting real upset about not being, you know, getting the fouls that they expect to be called.
45-33. Briscoe. Oh, keeps that ball. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Tri-State ball.
That was good. That was very good defensive stop there. Kevin Murphy doing a nice job on Briscoe.
Nixon for 3. Oh, and they're gonna got a foul to bring the fire on this one. I think Steven Jackson will. He is gonna bring the fire. Goes up. Ooh.
So there was no contact at all on that shot.
That is tough.
Wow. But you know what he could have done was also a challenge maybe, or no?
No.
No
Just
challenge in that spot?
No.
Okay. That was
It's a
going
big
out.
play right here because they need this. He can score this 2. It will actually be worth 3 points. Nixon goes up. No foul.
Oh, wow. That turned out awful. I was expecting really for Nixon to have a chance to get to the bucket. He's been doing so well. He kind of just lost his balance right there towards the end.
He did. All right, Trilogy ball 5 points away from 50. And I think punching their ticket to San Antonio.
And Nixon doing a nice job of reading the eyes of Roscoe Smith on the inbound, but just couldn't hold on to it.
Briscoe over to Clark. Clark. 3 on the clock. Briscoe for 3. In and out. Rebound. They got a foul.
That was a good job of boxing out by Jay Rich down there, really trying to keep the taller 6'10" Earl Clark on his back the best he could. They're fighting for everything. If you don't think this game matters, they are fighting for it, man. It's awesome.
There's Murph on the 4 spot. That's no good. Briscoe attacking, kicks it. Clark puts it down, loses it, but gets it back. Pulls up from 2. No good. Rebound Nixon. Murph has control. Aggressive drive. Nice step. Oh, and he gets fouled.
And I like how aggressive Tri-State is being. They're really doing a good job of trying to attack the basket, getting downhill. Murphy was not going to pass this ball. He knew he wanted to make contact. Briscoe actually smart, moving out of the way. But still, Murphy able to get to the foul line.
Looks like Tri-State's going to use their last timeout. Dr. J, I mean, this is what you got to do. You got to plead with your team. The only way you're going to get back in this game is to string together 6-7 stops. Foul situation, Trilogy only 3 fouls.
And that's really to their advantage because you can't even rely on, you know, maybe getting downhill, getting to the foul line, and the possibility of even getting the ball back, which Trilogy just putting themselves in a great position right now.
All right, well, a lot of people are talking about the MVP matchup. Briscoe entered into that conversation. There's the scoring leader, as you called it. Isaiah Briscoe leading the Big 3 in total points. Kevin Murphy second. Jeremy Pargo, Corey Brewer, Glenn Rice Jr. And one thing to note on this is last week, Michael Beasley and Three's Company, because of the travel situation, they won, but he didn't get a chance to get the total points. So Beasley's usually in that conversation as well.
Oh, for sure. And it does matter. When you miss that 1 week of scoring, it can make a huge difference. But everybody knows Beasley's been a bucket all year, and all, you know, this whole season. And so tough to stop. I was surprised they lost today, actually.
Right, let's take a look at some of the MVPs. Beasley, Brewer, Crawford, Murphy, Pargo, and Elijah Stewart. 2 guys from enemies. I know where you're going to go. My pick is probably Corey Brewer, the way that they've been playing. There's still two weeks left. No, 1 week left. Still 1 week left, and I think that will kind of determine a lot. Can't pick an MVP that doesn't make the playoffs.
No, I don't think so. But Corey is, I mean, they played so great today, and he's also top in rebounding, block shots. Like, he's been a bucket. And, you know, his defense as well. He can win Defensive Player of the Year. So I really believe it's important not to just pick people just because you have to look at their season and how well they played and how they've been able to impact the winning for their team. And Corey's done a great job this year as well. Rebound
Murph. Richardson in the corner. Murphy from 4, drives it. Smart play to go to the cup. Good soft finish.
That's a nice finish, but really, Earl Clark giving him everything he can to force that shot. Murphy doing a nice shot finishing.
All right, they got a string stops together here. Briscoe's calling his own number.
Now, they're going to have to help off of Lane. Like, that's the guy I would help off of. Even though Lane has done well shooting, as the pressure comes on, force him to beat you.
Murphy creates that foul now. That's 5 for Tri-State, so they're really, next time they foul, it'll be free throws and the ball. Clark. And his bag goes right, goes up. Oh, they called that.
Ian is calling every single foul.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. With at the magnitude of what this is.
Didn't they already bring the foul?
Yes, they did not. I guess we're bringing the fire on this. All right, it's Earl Clark versus Nixon.
Well, let's see it. I like this bring the fire. This is a good one here. That's a good stop, good defense. And I thought it was good drive by Earl Clark. He didn't just settle for the jumper. He took it into his body. Good decision by both players. Nixon able to hold his ground.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Tri-State ball still. Good deflection by Lane.
It's getting chippy right here. This is the time. This is the hour right now where you know every possession counts and both teams very aware of the pressure right now.
Trilogy has some fouls to play with. just the 4th. There's Murphy up top. Down by 8. Strong right drive goes up. That was tipped. They'll bring the fire here. That's going to be a foul. It's 5 fouls.
Well, that's a nice drive. This is where you really know that it's so important to get downhill, but to also get this foul. Why? Because that now gives Trilogy 5 fouls as well. Next time either team gets a foul, it's make it take it, and that's huge.
So no more bring the fire. You're right. The bonus in the big 3 is massive. Murph sticks the free throw. Trilogy ball down by 6. Trilogy needs 5 points to end the game. Briscoe going to his favorite spot on the floor, the right block. Oh, that's not a good foul.
And I'm not sure why Murphy would even take that foul. Maybe he was thinking to take the foul before he shoots, but he's in his shooting motion. Now Trilogy not only gets to shoot the free throw, but they get the ball back. And this could be a game changer.
Yeah, big time. This is a big free throw right here. If Trilogy makes it, they'll end up getting the ball back. Man, at that point, I think you got to send a double team, especially with Briscoe on that block. Oh, he missed it. Rebound, Richardson. The big miss. Richardson downhill, kicks it out. Nixon, corner 3. No good. Murph gets it back. Oh, he misses. No foul at all. And then they call that. Very interesting sequence there.
Wow.
I mean, a lot of physicality.
Very physical underneath, and we've seen fouls called that seem for less. But here, Jason, the ball slips out of his hand. Murph misses it. Jason looks like he gets pushed out of bounds, maybe, but.
Oh, in and out again. 2 big free throws
So
missed.
Tri-State really got to take advantage of this.
Oh, and that's going to be a 3-point shot. And if he makes it, the ball back.
Wow.
Chance to only be down by 3.
This is huge right here. And if you want a person to do that, Jay Richardson is the guy who can knock down that 3 right here at the top of the key.
Oh, he missed it.
Man.
Pulled it left.
Well, they had a chance. They had a chance.
Big miss. Clark pulls up. No good. Lane inside position. There's another foul.
Oh my God! I didn't touch him!
Wow. This is why it's like tough when you get into the bonus, because you end up getting a couple bad calls here and there, and you're up against it.
Well, you got to take advantage of it when you have it. The fact that there's missed free throws that happened, Tri-State had 2 opportunities, and Jay Rich won from the top of the key. He knocks down that 3, they get the ball back, it could be a different story. But instead, he missed it. Trilogy able to take advantage.
All right, game point, a 3 would do it. This goes right to the basket.
That's a nice, strong drive by Briscoe. He's so tough.
Send it down to Nancy for a social media update.
I am just sitting here with Rach. She's the social media maven. But we're at 2 million streaming this game. That is unbelievable. What a day of great basketball it's been, Rachel.
Do we love Nancy's social media update right here? How great was that?
That was a great update.
Also, by the way, you're in. You're hired. Also, by the way, chat has been going crazy for this Nancy, Scal, Lisa team. They're loving your guys' commentary. You've been getting a ton of praise. So, Scal and Lisa, I know you guys aren't watching the chat, but there's a lot of love going on.
Oh, thank you guys. We appreciate you tuning in to the Big 3. Oh, man. Don't fall.
1 point.
Almost got knocked over by Briscoe over here on this side.
Yeah.
But this has been so exciting. The basketball itself has been just a highlight. Every moment, always an opportunity for the Big 3.
They foul on the ground, so Trilogy gain point.
Let's go. Let him run. He wide open. Caddy, pop to the ball, Caddy.
Knock it down, Brett. Shooting.
All right, there's some kind of discrepancy going
Yeah, I mean,
on.
the foul was on the ground, so you can't end it with a on the floor foul, unless it's the second one. So
right.
Officials got it right. Goes back to Clark. The lane for three. See ya.
Oh my God! Well, go ahead, Lelaine. Welcome to the Big 3.
That's a big time shot. Lane was big all throughout this game. It set the tone early.
He was great. He had 13 points. That three right there makes him finish with 16 points, 7 rebounds. I told you he was going to take the others, and Lelaine came through.
Trilogy, one of the more dangerous teams in the Big 3. They figure out a way to stay alive. Look at Ice Cube.
Lane was on the outside like the Big 3. I'm so proud.
Big 3 had a great day here in Cincinnati.
It was huge, and the people came out and showed up from Cincinnati. We appreciate all the support in the arena. Huge thank you to all of you guys out there on X for supporting the Big 3. We can't do it without you.
Send it over to Rachel with Isaiah Briscoe.
Isaiah, I got a stat for you. You just today became the leading scorer in the Big 3. How are you feeling off that big win?
I feel good. The accolade is cool, but you know, we in a position where our back is against the wall, and you know, we just keep on pulling these wins out. That's 3 in a row for us, and we're gonna see what happens next week.
It was win or go home today, and I have one more update for you. You'll be here next week. How do you feel about that?
Amazing, amazing.
What do you have to say to our 2 million fans right now who tuned in on X?
I hope we gave y'all what y'all was looking for.
Great win today. Talk about a comeback story.
They figure out a way every single week. Do not count them out. Never underestimate the heart of a champion. But we must say goodbye to the aliens and three-headed monsters. Tough week last week, really set them behind the 8 ball. But Trilogy still staying alive with ball hogs, and we'll take this thing down to San Antonio. All right. Great day at the Big 3. Trilogy finds a way. Come up big. Tri-State fought hard, but it was too much. Isaiah Briscoe, the Big 3's leading scorer. From all of us at the Big 3, X, the chat, all you guys, Lisa Leslie, Nancy Lieberman, Rachel Demita, we're out of here. See you in San Antonio.
Peace.